Alright, it's Noah back here, giving my post-game report of the Broncos and Cowboys played Thursday night. I realize this is Tuesday the next week. I'm real busy at work at a college, and we got returning athletes and students and everything coming back into campus right now. So I've been pretty busy and haven't been able to get to this video. But it's probably a good thing, because one of the things I want to do on this video after I do what I thought about the game is blast Mike from Mike and Scott. And boy, you had me really ticked off on Friday, but I'm a little calmed down now. I'm just going to make my points and call it good. I got real quick, so let's just go real quick to what I thought of the game. Really nice to see that we were able to run that ball in the first drive. Shouldn't have stopped running the ball. Should have kept plugging it in. Don't know if Orton might. It still looked like Orton might have audibled out of the run play on the 1st and 5 play, but and goal. So don't know, but it was really nice to see. Moreno 4 for 28 yards. McGahee 2 for 17. He's only supposed to be the smashing 1-2 yard back, and he had pretty decent. I mean, 2 carries, 17 yards. Not bad. So was really happy to see that most and foremost. Defensively, liked what I saw of our starters and the defense throughout the whole game. Not too bad. We held them to only 3 for 12 third down percentages, and if you can get them off the field on third downs, you're doing pretty good. That's half the battle, is getting them on them four and outs and making sure they punt the ball. So I was happy to see that out of the Broncos. Quarterback position, Orton didn't fare so well. I'll give him a little bit of credit. He didn't really start throwing the ball until he was that 1st and goal at the 5 or 6. But it's hard to throw the ball in that tight little coverage down there. Not as much space. Wasn't too impressed with Orton. Now Tebow, I was really impressed with. And to tell you the truth, I've only got to see the highlights of the game. I live in Kansas City, so we didn't have it on TV, so I had to listen to it on the internet. But from what I heard and saw, I liked what I saw out of Tebow. Good game. 6 out of 7, 91 yards with 118.8 passer rating. For first time out there against live action for the season, you can't be mad at the guy. I can't. For some reason, Mike from Mike and Scott can, but we'll get into that here in just a moment. Quinn came in, looked pretty decent, played against the 3rd and 4th teamers of Dallas, threw a touchdown, threw for 120 yards, and was 8 for 14. I'll get back into this part about Quinn again, Mike. For some reason, Tebow goes out there. We'll just go to this Mike and Scott situation now. Gosh, you really ticked me off. Listen to you Friday after the game, and you're talking about how Quinn should be the second quarterback. You were talking about Quinn being the starting quarterback. He played against the scrubs. He completed 8 out of 14, just barely over 50% of his passes, and you're going to try to tell me that Brady Quinn should be starting over Tebow or Orton? You got to be crazy. And then you go through and you read through text messages. Every bad Tebow text message you get, you just blast him, saying how he's not good. He doesn't have good form. He doesn't look like an NFL quarterback. Well, let's talk about NFL quarterbacks. Who he reminds me of is a stronger, faster Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger is a quarterback. What do defenses try to do to him? They try to keep him in the pocket and throw the ball. Don't let him scramble. He can't throw the ball. He looks terrible. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. He's a winner. Now, I'll give you, you're at camp and you're watching camp and stuff. Kyle Orton and Tom Brady might look good in 7-on-7s when nobody's rushing. Might look good as hell, throwing beautiful little spirals when they got all day. But this is the NFL, and the closest we've got to see of live action is this first football game. And in that game, Tebow did good. And you're going to, then in your next statement, you say you're not a Tebow hater. How can you not be a Tebow hater? He had 118.8 QB rating, led them on 2 scoring drives, would have had a touchdown if it wasn't called back on a rushing touchdown, wasn't called back on a penalty, and you're going to trash him the whole next day on the radio. What do you know? I watched your YouTube videos. You don't look like you know much about quarterback and feet position. I just don't understand why you trashed the guy. He's doing a good job. The best that we've gotten to see this entire time of real action football, he was the best looking quarterback on our team. And you're going to try to say he should be third string, and then say you're not a Tebow hater. I just don't understand it. If anybody out there in Denver knows of another radio station besides that one that I'm having to listen to on the internet when I'm at work that has good sports talk, I know 850 has late nights Denver show. I think last year was on Thursdays. Haven't been able to listen to it yet this year. But, gosh, I just don't understand how people can listen to this guy. It's unbelievable. It is freaking unbelievable, the stuff that comes out of his mouth. And that was me being nice. Boy, Saturday morning, I was ready to lay into you even harder. So if you think this is out of line, you got very lucky that I had a couple of days to relax. Besides that, when I was getting on here to do the report, what I thought was checking up on a couple stats and stuff, make sure I had things right. I saw AFC West blogger saying that Ty Warren tore a tricep or something. He said he wasn't for sure how bad it was. He's trying to make it sound really bad. Hopefully it's not. He was our big guy that we got this year. We really needed him. With him out, we got the Bunkley from Philadelphia, who's going to come in. I was expecting him to get a lot of playing time anyways. So let's just hope it's not as bad as the AFC West blogger was saying on the internet this morning. He wrote it at about a little after midnight last night, so I guess it's pretty recent news. It would be nice to have him there. I don't know. Going on the defensive side, though, I did like what I saw. Better than we had last year out of our starters and stuff. And I didn't pay too much. I mean, like I said, I was only able to see the highlights, and I was able to watch a little bit Friday night on the NFL Network. They played it again at 10 o'clock our time late that night. Was able to watch it bits, but pretty happy with what I saw. I think that our defense is going to change around a lot. And to tell you the truth, for fantasy football players, I think that nobody's going to pick Denver's defense. Denver's defense was last, and I think that this year is going to be a big, big change. We'll get a lot of sacks with the combination of Dumerville and Miller. So Parrish Cox got that interception the other night. I don't know how long Parrish Cox is going to be playing for us. Hopefully, I don't know. It doesn't sound good for him. I don't know when the trial dates are. Maybe he might be able to play most of this season, but we'll see from there. Well, I got to get running. I got to get ready to go to work. Talk to y'all next time, Saturday night against Buffalo. Haven't got to look to see if it's on TV for me to be able to watch here, but I'll definitely be in front of the internet. If not, listen to my Broncos again. Peace out. How do I stop this thing?